All right, so in this scenario, you have 5 32/100 pounds of soil, and it's being divided among 4 potted plants. So again, we know that we need to use the number 4 and 5 32/100 pounds of soil. It tells us to divide right in the sentence, so that helps. And it also says equally. Now we've already created our horizontal sentence by writing it on the board, so I'm just going to rewrite it over here on the side. So again, I'm going to start off with highlighting, and I have to go ahead and highlight 5 whole boxes and 32/100 in the other one. So I'm going to do this really quickly. You're shading it right along with me. 5 32/100. And this one's a little bit different just because it doesn't have that basic math fact. I don't know about you, but I can't do 532 divided by 4 in my head. That doesn't really ring a bell with me. So this one's going to take a little bit more work than we've had to do with the past 2. And I want you to stay with me because it does require a couple of extra steps just to kind of get it all together. So here I'm on my 5th box. And then I've got 32/100 of the next box that I need to shade in. So there's 30, and there goes 32. All right. Now, one thing that I notice is that I'm dividing by 4. But I happen to see that I have more than 4 whole boxes. Does everybody see that? Yeah. You have more than 4 whole boxes. Yeah. So can I go ahead and give one of the potted plants a whole pound of soil to start off with? Yeah. Sure. So I'm going to go ahead and write my numbers. There's the first pot. There's the second one. There's the third one. And there's the fourth one. Now remember, this number right here tells me how many groups I'm going to have. So even though I have another whole box, I'm not going to put a 5 in it because I only have 4 pots that I'm planting. I don't have 5. My problem doesn't say that. Now, let's look and see what we have left. How many tenths are in this box right here? 10 tenths. And how many tenths are in this box right here? 3. So 10 plus 3 is 13. Can I divide that by 4? Yes. Yes. Not evenly, but I can. So if I divide 13 tenths by 4, how many tenths would go in each pot? 3. 3 tenths. So watch what I'm going to do. Remember, I only have 4 potted plants. I'm going to put a 1 in here. That'll go with the first one. This one will go with the second one. This one will go with the third potted plant. And this one will go with the fourth one. Okay? I still have some left over. What do I have left over?
12.
12 what?
10.
Not 12 tenths. 12 hundredths. Ooh, another number. Can 12 hundredths be divided by 4 potted plants?
Yes.
Yes. So how much is going to go in each one of our potted plants? 3 hundredths. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start making my groups. Let me do it this way. Let's see. So this one, I'm going to call for pot number 1. This one's going to be number 2. This one's going to be number 3. And this one is going to go and be number 4. Now you might say, Miss Johnson, this is a little ridiculous because I have 3 number 1s, 3 number 2s, 3 number 3s, and 3 number 4s. Well, it's because if you think about a bag of soil, I dished out some, and then I realized I had a little bit more, and I could give each pot a little bit more, and then I had a little bit left over, and I could give some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how much goes into pot 1 all together? How much goes into pot 2 all together? And then I'm going to add it all up. So let's look at pot number 1. How much is in this pot number 1? 10 tenths or 1 whole pound. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write it right here. 1 whole pound. Let's find the other number 1. How much was in this one?
3
tenths. So I'm going to put it over here. And how much was in this last number 1? 3 hundredths. And of course, the pen doesn't want to work. All right. So when I add all that up, what am I going to get?
1.33.
1.33. Now, I've got a couple of things that I need to do to check. First of all, I need to make sure that all 4 of my groups are equal. So let's look at pot number 2. 133. Oops, wrong number. 133. Yes?
Yes.
Let's look at number 3. 133. And number 4, 133. So all of them have 1 33/100 pounds of soil in them. What's another way that I could check my work? Akira?
Division? Multiplication.
Multiplication. I could do 1 33/100 times 4, and I should get 5 32/100. So that's another way you can do it. So let me come over here. 1 33/100 times 4. 2 spaces behind the decimal here, 2 spaces behind the decimal here. So I did get that. So my answer would be for how much soil? 1 33/100 pounds. Okay, make sure you include your label. I know this is a little bit more work than standard algorithm, but at least you're able to kind of break it down to where it's not all of the yellow being divided out one time.